Ready?
You didn't do the thing?
What thing?
Your thing.
That's my thing now? And then I fix my eyebrow?
You do like have, you do like this. Or you
do... My mouth like that too?
The same game we all worship, keep fighting, we're rising, it's all worth it. Brothers and sisters, together staying strong. Within this boot is where we all belong. Different colour, same game we all worship, keep fighting.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Italian Football TV. It's been a little while since we've been back here. I feel like every time we film, now I keep
saying that, right?
We need to get back into a better routine, but there's just so much news that we had to bang out a video right now and get it all out of the way. So there's a lot that we're gonna be talking about, but before we get into that, I wanna remind everybody we have a sale, a huge sale, 20% off ItalianFootballTV.com on all of our site, and it's for Canada Day and 4th of July.
Yeah.
So if you're in the USA and you're in Canada, happy holidays, happy Canada Day, and happy 4th of July.
We'll have the link in the bio, and it's till July 8th, so you guys do have a little bit of time to order. So.
And actually, we're doing something really cool. Comment down below. We're going to give out 2 50% off coupons.
Yeah.
All you got to do is just comment down below whatever calciati and whatever size you wear. Let us know down below. And also, one other plug before. We're going to be doing a live stream today. Hopefully, this video gets out before on our Instagram at Italian Football TV. We've got this girl, Laura. She's from Sport Italia in Italy. And we're going to be talking about like transfers and all that kind of stuff. So head on over there for the latest news. Official news, before we get into the rumors, we got to get this out of the way since the market just opened yesterday. Manolas to Napoli is official, Diawara to Roma, Pinamonti to Genoa, Rabiot to Juve, Ramsey to Juve, Godin to Inter, Pellegrini, Luca Pellegrini to Juventus, Spinazzola to Roma, Lazzaro to Inter, and probably by the time this video goes out, Hernandez will have moved to Milan and Sensi would have moved to Inter because they just finished their medicals right now. So that is all the official news.
A couple of days only into the Mercato, and we've already got a lot of transfers.
2 days in. 2 days
a couple
in.
days, yeah.
Yeah, true. Serie A is going to be insane. It's going to be even more insane because of all this news that we got going up on the screen right now. Let's start off with Barella because as you guys have been commenting on our posts, it's confusing. The situation's weird. I'm going to explain it right now. Cagliari's owner came out yesterday confirming that Inter have had an agreement to sign Barella since June 11th, but they did not agree on the bonuses, fees, so however much it's supposed to go up. He says since then, since it's been 3 weeks since they last spoke, Roma have found an agreement for Barella, but the news has come out since that Barella only wants to join Inter. He's pushing for them to close a deal, but Roma would be the alternative if they're still not able to. So they're probably negotiating over like 5 million. The heart wants what it wants. Barella wants to go to Inter.
The Conte effect right there.
Well, I think also playing in Champions League more so than just Conte. I think it's going to be a huge factor for a kid like him. And it's going to be interesting to see if Barella goes to Inter. Does that mean Pellegrini would go? If Barella would go to Roma, if Pellegrini would go to Inter.
Yeah, that's true. But Barella, come on, he's a step above, I feel like, the rest of them.
What's weird to me is that why are Inter negotiating over like 4 or 5 million? I don't think that it's worth it.
Maybe they're doing because they know he wants Inter, and by him saying this now, it's like, okay, they're going to get the lower end of the deal.
Could be. Guys, let us know below where you think this one's going to head. We'll keep you up to date. Patrick Cutrone has some interest. Milan do not want to sell him, but they wouldn't be opposed to selling him if the right offer comes. That right offer would have to be at least 25 million or above, and Fiorentina are the team that's said to be very interested in Cutrone. Now, this is a touchy one, and I feel like Milan fans are very split because I see a lot of Milan fans who say, do not touch Cutrone, leave Cutrone there. I feel like
most of them are like that.
Most of them. Yeah. But then there's also some who say, let's get money for Cutrone and invest it in other players that would be better, that would do a better job.
It's just, I feel like they're emotionally attached to Cutrone because, he came up the Primavera ranks and, he scored a few emotional goals too. So I can see the attachment there.
What do you think about this? What do you think is best for this to happen, and where do you think it's going to end up?
It's going to be very hard for him to get minutes with Piontek over there, and
people will say they're going to play 2 strikers.
If they play 2 strikers, it'd be good. But towards the end of the season, he hasn't been performing that well. So maybe, I don't know, man. I'm torn.
Yeah, bro, Mike the Napoli fan's coming out.
Because I think Cutrone can turn into a pretty decent player. He just needs minutes under his belt. But yo, Fiorentina get him.
To go to Fiorentina?
If Fiorentina get him,
I think that would be a sick move.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be nice to
nice.
see him. So for the sake of Fiorentina, maybe I want that move to happen.
I think if you get 30 million for him, I would sell him. That's my personal opinion. Gonzalo Higuain, talking about strikers, he has no place in any team right now. Chelsea are throwing him out. They say we don't want him. Juventus do not want to let him back. And even Sarri, who's like a dad, he said in the past, Sarri was like a father to me, does not want him at Juventus. Juventus are so willing to let Higuain go that according to Corriere dello Sport, they're willing to pay part of Higuain's salary just to send him out to Roma. Roma are interested in Higuain, but the issue is that according to the news, Gonzalo is not yet accepting the move away. He wants to prove himself at Juventus and he doesn't want to look at any other options. His brother/agent also came out saying the only team that he would go to in Italy would be Juventus. But again, I remember that this Higuain, his brother also said, he's going to have plans at Juventus with Ronaldo. And then a couple of days later, he ended up going to Chelsea. So don't hold it too much weight in that one. Guys, go back. I mean, you might not be able to find it. I remember a year ago saying that Higuain would be a perfect fit at Roma. I still stand by it, and I think it'd be a good move, especially now with Dzeko moving away. I think that Roma would be very good at getting Higuain, and he'd fit into Fonseca's plans.
It seems like the only option right now, and it would be exciting over there. He's going to be banging in some goals. So.
Also, I want to give credit to Roma for what they're doing this transfer market on Twitter. They are putting out a missing child along with every official news, every official transfer. There's a child who's missing all around the world globally to help find them. I think it's an amazing initiative from Roma, and as always, their media team is leading the way. So respect to them and great job by them. James Rodriguez, there's a little bit of complications in this one too. There were rumors yesterday that James was ready to sign a contract with Napoli directors. But then those reports were later seen as untrue. More reliable sources like Sky Italia and like Di Marcio saying that the imaging rights are causing a problem right now. As we often see, Napoli is one of the few teams that controls the players' imaging rights. And he says that since James is so big in Colombia, and he has, it's complicated for them to work it out. Di Marcio says it's still being negotiated, so we'll see if that one goes through. And my fingers are crossed.
Hopefully because this one doesn't slip.
With Manolas there, if you sign James, Napoli have a really, really good team to do some special things this season, especially in Champions League. And the last news, probably the biggest news that could happen is Ligt. Juventus, according to the reports, according to everybody, is saying that Juve has a total agreement with Ligt over salary and with Mino Raiola, who's going to be getting 11 million euros out of this deal. By the way, what are we doing filming YouTube videos? We should become football agents because 11 million is absolutely ridiculous. Ligt's contract, some details are supposed to be that he's getting 7 million euros automatically, and then 5 million of attainable bonuses, which if they're all triggered, then he'd get 12 million a year. There's going to be a 150 million euro release clause inside of this deal. And the last thing that's holding this up, they say that Ligt is waiting to get on a flight to Torino, is that Juventus and Ajax need to agree on the transfer fee. The rumors say that it's going to be somewhere in the range of 67 million euros with 13 million in attainable bonuses, which if they're all triggered again, would go up to 80 million. 67 million base price with another 13 of attainable bonuses. This is an insane deal. I think that if Juventus can beat out PSG, they can beat out Barcelona. It seems like everything's in the way, but I'm also going to hold my reservations because Mino Raiola is in this deal, and I'm not going to say that it's done and it's happened because there's still some things to work out. But this is one of the biggest. I think if you told any Juventus fan what's one player that you could sign, it would be Ligt this summer. I think he's the highest of the high for them, especially because finding a center back that's so young and so experienced, 19 years old already, the captain at so many places, with an aging Chiellini, and we saw that was Juve's Achilles heel, missing Chiellini.
If they manage to do this, because how close was he to Barcelona? How close was he to PSG? Then it looked like they backed down. Juve are coming through. If they got Ronaldo the previous year. If they get the Ligt this year, Juve's management is doing some good things.
Yeah. Sure. Still to be seen what happens. We'll keep you updated, guys. As we said, the sale, ItalianFootballTV.com. There's about 5-6 days left on that. Make sure you check out on Instagram. If this video is still up, we're gonna go live at I think 5 p.m. Eastern time. 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern time. So hop on and ask us some questions and do all that. Subscribe if you're new. Like this video if you did enjoy. And as always, we'll talk to you soon. Ciao, ragazzi.